Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I told you I had something a little different. These are the newest molds from Let's Resin. I'm so excited to do them. Do you have any idea what these are? Because when they sent me a picture of them, I'm like, I have absolutely no idea what these are. But they look interesting, and they are like bag clips. So like for your bread bag or whatever you put a clip on, that's what this section is for. So these are so funny, so cute. I can't wait to do them. So we're going to be doing these today. This one, you get both of them if you buy the package of molds. This one holds 3 ounces total. This is 2.8 ounces total. So let's get started. These are, I'm prepping for a live in my future, in your past. So you may have seen me do these on a live if you join me for the live. Otherwise, today is like practice day to make sure I know what I'm doing, and maybe I'll change it up for the live. I don't know. You guys already know if I changed it up or not. My idea today anyway is I'm going to do both sets. One set, I'm going to see if I can do the cloud effect in it. I don't know if it's deep enough, but we're going to try it. So I pulled out my epoxy, I call it Daniel Cooper epoxy resin because that's the formula that he asked them to collab with him on. That's their original formula that does the Petrie's the best. You can still do them with your 1-to-1, but since I have this, I'm going to go ahead and use it on one of them, and then I'm not going to waste it on the second one, because the second one I'm just going to do some alcohol drips and see how they come out that way. So we're going to do them 2 different ways. And yeah, I pulled out all my alcohol inks. I pulled some pinks and reds, oranges and apricots, yellows, blues, greens, purples. And then I pulled out, I forgot that they had these in their 64 kit, brown, latte, rosewood, coffee. So a bunch of different brown colors. I think there's some more. I just don't have them out. And that's it. So we'll do one set first, which is the not Petrie. We'll do the cloud effect first. I usually have really good luck with that. I've always had really good luck with it. I think it's very simple. Some people said that they followed my instructions and didn't get it, but I'm not quite sure because I've always gotten it since day one. So we're going to try that on here. It may not work. I'm not sure. Then I'm just going to mix up another 3 ounces. I may mix up a little bit more. I need some extras for my eBay store, so I might mix up more. We'll do some cabochons together. So let me grab some resin and let's get started.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage.
I've got 3 ounces mixed because I didn't really want to mix extra of this stuff. And you know I like me some sparkle, so I was thinking I don't want to top coat these. There's too many twists and turns and places to leak over, especially these angles here are almost impossible. You're never going to get it without, you would have to back coat them with like Elmer's glue and let it dry, or liquid latex or something so everything doesn't get messed up on the back, because I don't want it to go through all that. I don't want to top coat. So I'm going to mix my crushed crystal in because I want a little sparkle in there. So I think the sparkle should show because it will be in our first layer. I don't want a lot. I just want a tad. You know how I like my sparkle. Just a touch. And I'm pretty sure it will show since we're pouring this in. I need a little bit more, like literally that. And then I do need to run this through the vacuum chamber, get these bubbles out. And I'm going to pour them halfway full, drop our inks, and then we'll mix up. That should be enough. I think that's good. I don't want to like crazy overdo it because I want to be able to see the cloud effect. If you have never done the cloud effect, I have several videos. And like I said, they all worked out. So I'm hoping this one works out. All right, let's get these bubbles out.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to spritz and pour halfway. Gosh, I hope this works. They're going to be super cute if it does work. So I'm going to get them poured halfway. We're going to drop our inks. I do want to get bubbles out. I pulled out a dotting tool. I just don't know if there's enough room for the cloud effect in here. These ones all look like cats on this one. That one could be a corgi, but I don't know. It could be a cat, could be a corgi. It's going to be whatever you want it to be, put it that way. Get it in here so you can see the sparkle. I'm pretty sure it will not get hidden by the cloud effect. Let's get this one. And then there's like not really grooves, little bit of indentation that's going to be in these. So you can put the faces on the little folds in their skin and things like that after the fact. And one more. Why does that one? There's something under there's something under here. What is that? It's going to knock everything over. Yep. Don't know what it was, but it's definitely under there. Now it's flat. I was wondering why I had a little lump in there. All right. Yeah, make sure everything is level before you start working or you can have some issues. All right, that's good. What do I have left? Oh, I have just over an ounce left. So we'll mix that with our sinker white here in just a minute. I want to do some colorful ones and also some natural colored ones. But before we do that, I just want to make sure there are no bubbles clinging to the sides. There's a lot of little twists and turns. I don't see any actually, not in this one. But if you see bubbles, that's where they're going to be. Watch, I won't do it, and then we'll have little bubbles everywhere. I don't see them though. The alcohol generally takes care of that, but sometimes it does not. If it wasn't on that spot. Just want to check. Okay, I think we're good. I don't see anything. So let's do a calico. Brown, yellow, orange on a cat for sure. Here is coffee. And I want them open first because I don't want it spreading without me controlling that. I can't control it, put it that way, but you know what I mean. Brown, orange. Ooh, it's not spreading very well. Yellow. Let's just dot it. I thought it was going to go crazy spreading, and it's not really. Yellow. I wish it was spreading better than this, but it's definitely not. Let's see, what do we need? Some brown over here. Come on, spread for me. That means it's very pigmented. All right, let's do, what do we got? Let's do a bunch of the brown colors. This was the yellow. This was actually called dandelion yellow. And this one was called orange. Let's do rosewood, coffee, latte. Hopefully we have some different colors. And then we'll do some brown. They all look the same right now, but hopefully that white, I don't want them like spotted like that. So I think I'm going to swirl before I pour my white. So I definitely don't want them spotty. And then we're going to set a timer for an hour. Yeah, these are very shallow. I honestly don't think they're going to work, but we shall see. I think I want some more yellow up here in the face. Yellow tends to go away. And then maybe a little bit more. Let's put, this is apricot. Let's do that. A little apricot in there. And yeah, see, this one is not spreading either. Hopefully these colors are a little bit different. I can see a small difference in them. I might add some yellow, but it is very shallow. Again, I do not know if this is going to work. Should we add some yellow? Where is it? Let's add a little yellow to this. Let that spread. Man, I hope this works. I really do. If not, it will not be on the live. All right, let's get some colorful ones here. I just want to cap these so they don't dissipate while they're sitting here. Let's do red. Oops. Ooh, it's coming out so fast. Orange. Oops. And yellow. What do I need? Any more? Let's get that drip in there if we can. Get these mixed up since they're not going to spread. So they spread more when they're not pigmented, which is actually good news. Let's Resin is very pigmented. It's the cheaper brands that spread because it's completely full of alcohol and not the pigment. Okay, and let's do green. What color green? Let's do forest green. Is this one open? No, that one, I have two of them out. This one must be open. Forest green. Ooh, it's like a jewel tone. Green. Then let's do a deeper blue. Where's my deeper blue? Azure? No. Is this the deepest one I have? Well, it's going to have to do. We're going to do green, blue, and purple in this one. Orchid. We're doing orchid. That's what I pulled out. Ooh, that's going to be pretty colors. You know I like this color combination. It's the one I tend to go to for all the time. We're going to put more green in. And then we're going to swirl. And then we will mix up the white and pour it in. Gosh, I really hope I'm not wasting this resin. I really hope so. And then once we pour the white in, we let it sit 1 hour. I think I said that, but I don't remember. Okay, so let's put stuff away so I have some room where it belongs. And then I will mix up some more resin and we're going to do it a different way. Purples, oranges, reds, pinks. This, where is my sinker white? Sinker white, we're going to mix with the rest of the resin. Make sure it's mixed really well. I did mix this on my vortex mixer before I turn the camera on. I'm just squirting a bunch in here. There is no like counting drips. There's no really anything about what you have to do. You just squirt it in till it's white. That's what I've always done. I've never really paid much attention to how much white. It's not like a bloom where it's very particular, or it's not like the Petri effect. You know what? I'm going to put it in this little cup because it's easier. These little cups came in the kit of the resin. So what I'm going to do is just pour it on and fill them up. No rhyme or reason. We're just filling it up, trying to get white everywhere. And I should have enough resin to fill this entire mold. That's what I'm banking on anyway. Let's do this one. You just want to kind of draw your lines, make sure it's touching everywhere. I probably could have put more clear in, is what I'm thinking now. Well, this said 3 fluid ounces to fill this mold, and that's all I made up. So let's hope, because I don't see that I have enough. I don't think they're going to be domed, put it that way. Generally, they're spot on with their numbers. So let's get every drip out because we're going to need it. Let's do this one. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have put a little more clear in all of them. Okay, that one's good. This one needs more. They're all pretty full. They're just not domed, put it that way. Okay, now I'm going to set a timer. I need to check my clock for 1 hour. And we're just going to leave it right like this for 1 hour. We could spritz it or pop any bubbles. Okay, let me move this aside. I'm going to get my normal everyday 1-to-1 resin out. And we're going to just do an alcohol drip and cover it with clear. That's my plan anyway. I mixed up 5 ounces this time, added my crushed crystal. We're just going to do the same thing that I just did, except no white. And I think I'm going to stick to like all my color shades in one this time. I don't know, maybe I'll mix it up on another one, on one of them with all the colors. Just sometimes I'm not good with that and it turns brown. Not that brown would matter. So this one has dogs and a rooster. I might do the rooster, regular rooster colors. Browns and oranges and reds, I think. So I'm filling them halfway, and the reason I'm not filling them all the way is because I'm going to be dripping the alcohol inks on the back. And if you just drip the alcohol inks on the back and walk away, it'll cure, yes, but the backs can be sticky because it was not embedded in the resin. So I'm going to drip my inks and then pour some clear over that. And hopefully they won't be sticky on the back because, like I said, I don't want to back coat it. And of course I have extra so I can make some cabochons, and I think I'm going to do what I did the other day with the clear, marble some clear. Let's do, is raspberry pink? No, we can do raspberry, orange, yellow, and brown. Where'd my browns go? We'll do latte. So we'll do that for this rooster. And then obviously have to swirl because they're not spreading. Get some red up there. And the yellow, which we tend to lose. So I'm not gonna really swirl it. Let me try something on this one real quick. I'm gonna pour the clear over it. Just gonna pour some clear over it and see how that swirls it together. And if that still doesn't look good, then I will go ahead and swirl it with, I forgot to look for bubbles on my edges. This just kind of puts it in the resin, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not gonna like completely swirl it together, but I do want these domed because I have a feeling, okay, that one is domed, that those ones are gonna need trimming because they're not completely domed. Let's just, this will help also get it into your resin so it's not sticky. I'm just hoping the backs aren't sticky. If they are, and I'm not gonna back coat these, I would spray seal them with a clear spray sealer. Oh, I need some more brown. I didn't put enough brown in there. Where is it? Let's put some latte in here. Try to mix that in a little bit. He's full, full, full. Definitely full. Okay, for the dogs, I don't want the browns. I don't think I'm going to do yellow orange. Although I know somebody who's going to want one yellow orange. Let's do the reds and the pinks and see the color difference. Maybe I'll do a yellow orange. I'm just going to open all these reds and pinks that I have. And since I already dripped into there, we're going to do it on this one. This one is called Dark Magenta, Sugilite, and we've got red, we've got magenta, and raspberry. I'm just going to do that same thing. I'm going to fill it and then swirl it. And hopefully we'll have a bunch of colors of the same family. Oop, that one's definitely full. Now I'm just going to swirl it in so they're like blended. Again, like I say in the beginning, this could work, this may not work. That's why I do prep videos for my lives, because I got no idea if some of my brainiac ideas are going to work. There's our reds. Let's put those away. And we'll do orange yellow, but I didn't pull out a ton. Maybe I'll do orange yellow and like latte or something. I only have apricot, orange, and yellow. Let's do that on the cat. That one's orange. I don't know if there's much of a difference. Yeah, there is. And yellow, dandelion yellow is the only yellow I pulled out. We're going to do a bunch of that one. Should I do some latte? No, I don't think so. I'm just going to stick with that. Fill her up. And swirl her around. It's hard to tell if it's full without going with the side view. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's full. I'm just going to take a swirler. This one might look good. I'm not like a yellow-orange lover, but I know some of you are. That's why I have to get out of my box, because you guys like a lot more colors than my normal blue, purple, pink, brown. All right, so we did red, orange, yellow. Let's do a green one. Green one or blue? You know, I'll do greens. I'll step out of my box. I'll do greens. Okay, this is green. Let's do emerald green. We're going to do yellow green. Is this open? Yes. Some come out fast, some come out slow. Let's do forest. Oh, no. Yeah, forest green. Oh, this is the one that wasn't open yet. Forest green, which is dark. Man, I hope there's enough. And we'll do one more dark moss green. They all look pretty similar. Wonder if I should add a little yellow to this. Let's not. Let's just do what I planned on doing. If I need to add yellow, I can, but I really don't want to. I think that's full. It's going to look like a little army dog, a little camo dog. I don't even know if I have a loaf of bread in the refrigerator to demo this. Not quite sure. Well, there we go. I'm going to spritz them all, move them aside, and let's make some cabochons. I'm going to add a little bit more crushed crystal than I already have so we can get a little more sparkle like the other ones I did. Was it yesterday? I don't know. And then marble some clear other than the pink and the purple and blue. And as I run out of clear, we're just going to do different colors. So let's do the orange and the yellow. This is the apricot. Oh, you know what? I can't use these. I need to get my pigments out. I mean, you probably can use them. We could try one. Let's try one. But I don't know if orange and yellow. I think they're just going to blend. Let's do orange and green. I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, that's going to blend. So I just totally tinted all of that. All right, I got to grab my pigments. Let's try this again. I pulled out apple green, ginger yellow, used them so little that I didn't even have them open. So let's do this for a change. Now that there's, oh, and I pulled this one out, orange. Now that there's some orange in this batch, gotta go with it. Let's try it. It might actually look pretty with that tint, but it's still clear, you know what I mean? I think I lost all that green. I need to add some more green. And these are the opaque pigment sets from Let's Resin. I just want to make sure they're domed. Whoops! Oh my gosh. That one almost went everywhere. Orange, green, or yellow, green, and orange. We need another yellow in here. There we go. I still have some in the cup, so we could do another color scheme. Okay, let's add some more green. Just kind of play with it. If you like to do these with your extras. I don't know. Just drip. Not much left. I just need a little bit more just to finish one. Let's be able to finish one of them. I like the green, but it keeps going away. Let's try to get it in this one. It's a pretty green. We also have a fluorescent yellow that I noticed. Where's my stick? I have not opened in this set. I'm sure there's a lot I haven't opened because I never go out of my box. Let me try to get this one filled. There we go. That's good. Let's do some other colors now. That one's a little too high. There we go. Perfect. This is the orange. You know, I don't want to grab the one that I always do. Let me get a new color scheme. How about gray and pink? I've never done that before. I think it would look pretty. I might need another gray though. We'll try it. Gray and pink. Gray, pink, and clear. We need more pink. I lost some. Do one gray. Trying to look for colors in here that I've never opened before. And one more of each. Oops, that was two. The set is so full of like yellow, or yeah, not yellows, blues and purples and pinks. That's probably why I tend to go to them as well. There's that. Let me get a new color scheme. How about Don's favorite, red, white, and blue? We're gonna do that. Red, white, and blue. Since most of the people, not all, but most of the people that order from me live in the USA, and most of them are probably vets or married to vets. But you don't have to be a vet to be patriotic. Let's do that. And then I will try one more color scheme. Oh, there's not enough in there. Let's just pour a tiny little bit to do one last one so I don't waste it. We'll do one drop of each. Hopefully they don't turn purple, which it very well could turn purple. We will find out in a few hours. I'm going to fill up this one. And scrape. Please don't turn purple. I really want you to stay red, white, and blue. All right, and the last color scheme. It's getting really thick on me. I pulled out fluorescent, excuse me, fluorescent yellow and green. Is this say green? Yeah, it's just called green, but it looks tealy to me. So let's try these two. It's like honey now. So that might be cool. Finally, some different colors for you guys to look at. We're going to do one of each. Hopefully we could see the crushed crystal in here, which we did the other day. I think that's all I can get. I do not have enough for another one. Okay, in 1 hour, I'm going to rearrange my table, put all these inks away. I don't know. I probably don't have much time for my 1 hour to be up. We're going to come back and swirl all of those guys. So So unfortunately, when my hour timer went off, I was on the phone. There was no way I could have hung up with the person I was talking to, or I would have never got them back on the phone. So I went ahead and swirled, and all I did was take a dotting tool with a big fat tip, and I just went in and I swirled everything when it was 1 hour mark. Whether they worked or not, I don't know. So we're going to unmold. I unmolded the pendants. So let's go through those real quick. Here is the green. I can't remember now. Was it green and fluorescent yellow? But they look amazing. I love that color combination. See, I really need to step out. I need to listen to you guys way more often. Here are some of the orange and yellow ones. Let me get a bunch. And I took somebody's suggestion that said for those large teardrop ones, you don't always have to drill. You can always put the flat back bail on the other side. There you go. That looks super cool. I love your suggestions, you guys, so thank you for them. And I'm pretty sure Dawn is going to like these colors. I'll have to save one for her. She's always ordering from me, so I try to find things in her favorite colors that I can send her as freebies. And you can see all the pretty sparkle through most of them, not all of them. You can't see it through all of them. So like this one has a lot of, well, you can see a little bit, I guess, but not like the clear ones. So this was in clear resin, you guys, and it's still beautiful. Here is the gray and the pink, which I like that color combination. You can see a little bit of the sparkle through it, not a ton. I don't even remember how much I had in there, but here's the red, white, and blue. And they stayed pretty true to red, white, and blue. Oops, what's that on there? I pretty much just glued these on about 10 minutes ago, so they're still drying. So the red, white, and blue ones came out great. I like that one. There's a lot of clear in it, and you can see the depth of the colors. So that is awesome. I love all of these. Most of you already have one who ordered. Those are probably all gone by the time you guys are seeing this. All right, let's get these ones out. We're going to start with these and keep you suspensed if that worked or not. Now I can see the sparkle through them, so that is good, which I figured I would through these. All right, you know what? We need a white paper towel. Let me grab one. There's the green. And I'm going to go through and do his facial features, his little leg features with a marker. So cute. So there's the dog. Here's the other dog. This looks like a little Dachshund or something. There's that one. That was the pinks and the reds, right? I think it'll look better when we're done with them. Here's the cat in yellow and orange. Look at the face on that one. I don't know if you could see it. He looks like typical cat. Like, where's my food, human? So I gotta go over those. And here is the rooster. I don't know if we're going to see any of the brown in this one. Not a whole lot. Maybe I'll outline with black in this one, black or brown or something. But the colors are good, not too bad. So I know this is going to work for the live. Let's do these. I do not know if these are going to work. Let's go with this one. I think these were mostly cats, and then I don't know if that was a cat or a corgi. Well, it kind of worked. Well, I guess we don't need that. You could see the sparkle, which is amazing. It did kind of work. I kind of like it. Let me know your thoughts. Because I just kind of randomly, I didn't do like one swirl that makes the cloud effect look really super cool on a pendant. So I just kind of went randomly everywhere, and that's what we got. So I think if it would have been like one swirl, it would have worked. Let's pull this one out and see. They're still they're just barely cured right now. Oh, that looks super cool. His face is right here. I know you can't see it yet, but we're going to go I'm going to take a black marker or something. Oh my gosh, I like that one. That one's so cute. Is that a bubble? Yeah, I didn't see that bubble to dislodge it. That's okay. Nobody's ever going to notice. And here is the corgi looking one. Come on, the tail is the thinnest part here. So that's going to... Oh, that is cool. The cloud effect worked, you guys. He's winking. I know you probably can't see it. Yeah, that's definitely a corgi. That is not a cat. I love corgis. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, I love the colors. Oh, I'm so happy with them. I have to go find a bag. My son's the only one really who eats a loaf of bread in here, so I don't know if there's any left or not. I really, really, really hope there are some left so I can put this on there. I'm going to just take a marker and see if it'll fit in there. I got to get something to fit in there in different colors, and then I'll show you the final result. I did most of them. I'm going to show you what I did. So I have these pens, which are here from Happy Mail. I have the same ones, or most of them have a fine tip and a brush tip. I took the fine tip. This is the last one. Since it was green, I'm going to go with green. And it literally fits in there basically perfectly. And if you go out of the lines, or if it gets out of the lines, all you have to do is take some alcohol and wipe it off. I mean, you could try to do this prior to pouring so it's embedded forever, but I didn't want to do that. See, like this one went way out of the line because it's a thinner mark. That is so cute. These are so cute. I didn't have a bag of bread in the house, but I do have a bag of apples. So we're going to do that. And these are a little soft, so remember that too. They'll be fully cured tomorrow. So just take a Q-tip and go over and take it off of your edges. And it stays right in there. That's all you have to do. And getting it out, you won't be able to get it out of there. I mean, you could probably go over it and stuff, but as far as it wearing off, I don't see how it's going to wear off because it's down inside that line. Look at those. I didn't take the rest off of these yet, but here is the rooster with gold. So cute. I will go around all of those lines. Here's the cat in gold. Here's the face so you can see the facial features. I should have put black pupils right there. I still can. It's not too late. Let me grab my black marker. The black marker I used was these big thumb ones. Let's do a little eye in black. It almost looks like he's got glasses on. We'll do a black mouth in this one. I went over the gold. There's the cat. I love these. This one I did in a pinkish purple. Again, I just have to go through and clean all the extra off, which I did not do yet, but I will before they're going to have their debut premiere. It's not really a premiere, it's a live, but there's that. And then here I used the black because it looked really good. That's the one I think is a corgi winking at you. So adorable. I love the cloud effect in them. There's that one in black. This one in black. This one's squinting. So cute. And this is the last one. Love them. And then let's see, for the bag, let's just take our apples. And again, it's soft right now, so I'm just going to open it up and put it in there. And that is what they're used for. Little bag ties. Isn't that hilarious? So when they're fully cured, obviously, they will work much better because right now they're not. They're just going to keep opening. So that's it, you guys. I will get you some pictures. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw the live. And I'm hoping I did some different colors for you guys. I will see you guys later. Stick around for those pictures. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and